Hello.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, you're so beautiful. Indeed, black is beautiful. Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor and a pleasure for me to introduce to you our Miss Face of Humanity Zambia 2021, Margaret Alexis Mulila. Hi, Margaret.
Hi.
Okay. I'm so excited to know more about you. So could you please introduce first uh, who the real Margaret Alexis is?
Okay. So, apart from modeling and whatnot, my main profession, I'm a banker. So, yeah, that's basically my everyday life. Banking, yeah.
And so you're into banking. You work in a bank.
Yes, I do.
Okay. So how old are you now, Margaret?
I'm 21 years old.
Wow, so young. Very young. Okay.
Yeah.
And then did you have prior experience in pageant before assuming and before winning the title of Miss Face of Humanity Zambia?
Yes, I did. I took place in Miss Landscapes, Zambia. I won. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay, what made you interested to try Miss Face of Humanity? Because this is basically a new global showcase, no? Because they don't want to call it like a pageant, but then somehow it's similar to a beauty pageant, right? But then there are other, more established and major beauty pageants that you could join, especially you're very young, you're so pretty. And then what enticed you or what made you decide to try or to take on the responsibility of Miss Face of Humanity Zambia?
Okay, so basically, the name itself, Face of Humanity. Yeah,
Mm.
that really inspired me because I mean it's humanity. So I wanted to do more of humanity work because I'm passionate about these things. Like my my aim is to eradicate period poverty. So I thought this platform would really help me uh, with that specific. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about your advocacy. I think to eradicate poverty, no. What is the situation or what is the condition of the Zambians in general?
Okay, so not everyone has knowledge about their period or their menses. So you'd find, for example, a school child, when their menses start, she fears to go to school because of the ridicule people put her through because of that. So they miss school time and all that because they don't have proper knowledge about it and how to go about with it. So I really want to help children, especially, to understand that okay, if I use this and I use this, I'll be okay because not everyone also has finances to purchase pads and sanitary towels. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so could you please bring us to your family? What kind of family you have? How many brothers and sisters do you have? And how supportive they are in your quest for the Miss Face of Humanity title?
Yeah. Okay. So we're a very tight knit family. I have two sisters and one brother. I'm the last child. They're very supportive all the time, actually. So they're one of my biggest support system I have. So yeah.
So can you Margaret, can you bring us along how the in the process or in the procedure how you were chosen or selected as Miss Face of Humanity?
Okay. So someone came up to me because they knew about my uh, period poverty aim, and they came up to me and they said, "Okay, there's this pageant. Would you like to take place?" So I accepted because I'm like, okay, I would represent my
Mhm.
country. Yeah, it was a very good
But
opportunity.
Yeah, but have you been hearing about Miss Face of Humanity before somebody approached you, or it was your first time also to hear about this, competition?
It this was actually the second time I'm hearing about it. So I just did not know there's no Zambian ambassador for it. So I took up the position as the Zambian ambassador for it. Yeah.
Okay, so now you're 21, very young, and still working in a bank there. What did your company tell you when you informed them that you will be representing your country in the Miss Face of Humanity?
Yeah. So they were very supportive as well. Very, very supportive. They loved the fact that I'm actually doing such things because they say I'm young. So, if you like something, go for it. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yeah. So that's amazing. No, so they will allow you to, okay, go on leave when you go to Canada for the competition, right? Your company. Okay, I think there's some sort of a connection problem. Okay. Are you there now? Yeah, I'm actually, interviewing right now, Miss Face of Humanity Zambia 2021, Margaret Alexis Mulila. But unfortunately, I think no, there's some sort of a connection problem on her end. So let's just wait for a while. Hi, Arya. I was not able to greet some of the people here. Gracelyn, Love Mechama. Okay. Oh, she's disconnected. I think I need to, invite her again. Please bear with us. She's pretty, no? Okay, you were disconnected. By the way, where is your exact location right now? You are in the vicinity of your house.
Yes, I am.
So that is, that part at your back is also part of your, a lot. Mm.
Yeah, it
Wow,
is.
so big, yeah. In fairness, okay. So let's go back to, to my question before you got disconnected. No, so they will allow you to take on leave because you need to go to Canada at least a week or two prior to April 2, right? So what was the arrangement that you've done to your company?
Okay, so they allowed for me to take leave when I have to go to Canada. So, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so let's talk more about your advocacy, right? How what kind of project you are doing right now to raise awareness of people there in Zambia and in the world, of course, about although your advocacy is eradicating poverty, of course there are some other sub advocacies that will come in along the way, right? Because if you attend to eradicating poverty, definitely you have to educate people. So their education, you have to a lot of things. You have to improve their life and all. So what is the initial project or what is the existing project that you're doing right now, okay, for the Miss Face of Humanity?
Okay, so with this whole COVID pandemic going on, it's been very hard to reach out to companies and schools and orphanages because of the whole pandemic going on. So I'm hoping it could reduce and the restrictions could reduce as well. Then we can now start looking into schools, orphanages, and the like.
Mhm. Okay, speaking of the pandemic, right? We've been
Mhm.
in the pandemic for almost 2 years now. And I'm very sure when you were offered this title, it was, I mean, the pandemic was still starting or not yet?
It was in the process
It was
already.
pandemic, but it was already there, no? And then, of course, there were so many restrictions. There were so many. I mean, even though you want to really pursue your advocacy, of course, you cannot just meet anybody. You cannot just go anywhere else, right? So, uh, how did you promote it? How did you promote your advocacy, even though you're at home?
Okay, okay. So in such cases, I would online video calls and the like. That was the main thing that was there. So I'll talk to people via such platforms. Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so I think you have so many followers who are joining us, and you can, guys, you can ask questions if you want to our Miss Face of Humanity Zambia 2021, Margaret Alexis Mulila. You are free to ask questions, and we will definitely entertain them so that our queen here will answer all your questions. Okay, so Margaret, uh,
Mhm.
let's go back to you being young, and then it's so amazing to know that even though you are very young, you already have a purpose, you already have a goal in life, and this joining and representing your country in the Miss Face of Humanity is actually a very big responsibility, right? So, what do you intend to really accomplish if ever you will be given the chance to clinch the crown of the Miss Face of Humanity 2021?
Okay, so I know winning the competition would give me a bigger voice, and that way I can actually speak more about my advocacy and the like. I'd like to get people involved in it as well, so we can join hands together and go on with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So during the pandemic, no, of course, people are struggling not only in your country but all over the world. All of us are affected. But
Yeah.
if there is if there is one great, biggest lesson that you've learned in this pandemic, what is it?
Is that when you work together, things move quicker because uh, you can get people from other places, other countries to join. You don't have to be there physically with them, but you hands from a distance and uh, on like that. I've learned unity togetherness is very important. Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's taught people to be more close, more tight knit, and yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. No, again, I would like to tell those who are joining us, if you want to ask question to Margaret Alexis Mulila or Miss Face of Humanity Zambia, you are free to do so. Okay. Hi, Jean Colta. Uh, okay. So, Margaret, um, this is a personal question. Are you in a relationship right now? Hello.
Hello. Sorry,
Are
my
you in a
network
relationship right?
bad.
Yeah. Are you in a relationship right now?
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's amazing. So now that you've answered that, how do you balance your time, attending to your Miss Face of Humanity responsibilities and to your family and to your personal life?
Okay, so everyone understands that. Okay, uh, now it's time for you. Now it's time for your pageant and your advocacy, and now it's time for family, and now it's time for personal life. That's how it should be. I balance life and
Isn't
everything.
it? Well, that's good. That is a good a tip to all our viewers, right? No, that you should learn how to divide your time well, no, because that is actually a trait of a queen, Miss Face of Humanity. You should know how to to
Yes.
divide your time to different
Mhm.
aspects. Now, Naomi, hi Naomi. Okay, so uh, how supportive is your partner or your boyfriend to your, quest for Miss Face of Humanity?
He's very supportive. He actually pushes me to do more of it. Yeah.
Mm. So, okay, that's good to know, no, that your partner, because sometimes there are so many situations or instances wherein the relationship doesn't work because
Mm-hmm.
the partner is a beauty queen like
Yeah.
you, and then of course the jealousy, the insecurity comes in. But that's a good thing, no? That your boyfriend or your partner is actually very supportive and understands, no,
Yeah.
your what you're doing. Now, Margaret, uh, what is the situation? What is the COVID situation in Zambia right now?
Okay, so a few days ago we actually detected the Omicron virus. So they've put some restrictions right now, and we're hoping it doesn't get worse. So yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So aren't you worried that in time by the time you need to go to Canada, the restrictions you won't be able to get out of Zambia. So do you have that kind of worries or apprehensions right now?
Yes, I do actually, because the pageant has been moved twice already. So I'm really hoping by the time April hits, the it would have subsidized so we can at least travel. But if it actually happens that we're in Canada and the restrictions become very bad, then there's nothing we can do. Yeah, we just hope that it doesn't get worse.
Mhm. Okay. So, do you have a very specific project in mind right now that you want to materialize, that you want to really work on about your advocacy about eradicating poverty? Because eradicating poverty is will start definitely with informing the people, educating them. No, but is there
Yeah.
any institution or organization where you are connected with right now to work with you?
Okay, so right now I'm just looking into companies. This is when I'm trying to look into companies because of the pandemic, not people are a bit they're not accepting most outside affiliations and all. So I'm hoping the the virus could subsidize so that we can actually reach out to companies who can partner with us. So I want to come up with a campaign where we raise enough funds to buy sanitary towels and take them into orphanages, into schools, and just educate them about their menses and everything. Mhm.
Okay, amazing. Okay, I hope you will be able to really, connect to the right people, no, to help you out. Because your advocacy is so noble, and it's worth being supported, right? Okay, so uh, what does a Margaret Alexis Mulila do during her free time?
Okay, during my free time, I love to read books. Yeah, so I like to read a
Wow.
lot. Yeah,
Mm. Is there any specific book that you would want to recommend to the people for them to read also?
for them to read also. Okay, so there's a lot of books in my head.
Yeah. But something that really that really affected you so much. I mean, a book that really probably changed your perspective in life. A book that truly made you realize something. I mean, is there any particular book that you could consider as your favorite, and why?
The Outcast. So the book is titled The Outcast. So uh, it actually tells stories that we actually see in real life and all happenings. And it actually gave me an understanding of, okay, uh, not everything comes out the way you want it to. So even family can, you have to depend on yourself first before you can depend on anyone. It really costs in that line. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Well, that's good, no? Among the the Miss Face of Humanity sisters that you have, who are you communicating with, or who among them you are in constant communication with? Hi, Miss Rochelle. Miss Rochelle is watching, the owner of Manuhara Beauty Camp here in Jakarta, Indonesia. I'm so sorry, Miss Rochelle, because I'm still online. Okay, yeah. Who among the what do you call this? The Miss Face of Humanity sisters that you
Yeah.
have?
Okay, so basically, we all just created a group and we all just speak there. We're getting to know each other and the like. So I speak to all of them basically. Yeah. Trying to get to know
Yeah.
each one of them. Yeah.
Okay. So basically, all of them, you get to interact with all of them.
Yes. So everyone is active in the group and all that. So it's actually it's bringing us closer before we even get to meet each other in person. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, are you done with your interview with the organization?
I haven't even done it yet. So I'm
Okay.
very anxious for it.
So when is your schedule?
So it was scheduled for the 11th or the 12th, but due to some reason, so they had to move it. So I don't know when exactly. They yet to give me a date.
Still awaiting for the schedule, no, because the others are already done, right? And that's why others were. I mean, I had scheduled with some which were rescheduled because no, it's in conflict
Yeah.
with that. Oh, yeah, okay. So, or why does the organization I mean, no, I have to rephrase the question. Why should you be the Miss Face of Humanity ambassador?
Okay. So and I think if I won, it would actually uplift my country as well because I'm doing it for every Zambian here. I'm their ambassador right now, so it would actually uplift my country and give us a louder voice. So yes, I'm actually my country. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. That's amazing to know. So, let me ask you some, random questions. No, do you think the government of Zambia has addressed the pandemic well, based on your observation, based on how you saw what's happening?
Mm-hmm. They actually have because uh, they're trying their best to close our borders, so they're really restrictive on who enters and who does not. I think that way it would help us keep the Omicron virus away. So the few people who were found with the virus are being quarantined by the government. So I think yeah, they're doing a very good job.
Okay, what is the situation in Zambia with regards to LGBT community? Is the
Okay.
country open to that, or I mean, what?
No, actually, the country is not open to that. No, no. So because we're declared a Christian nation, so they this it's a deliberation they're going through, but now it's not accepted to the LGBTQ community.
Okay, so being a face of humanity, definitely, somehow, some way, this is an issue that could be asked on you, no? Because for the Miss Face of Humanity, of course, human rights is very important. How are you going to reconcile that? How are you going to make your fellow Zambians understand uh, that LGBT should somehow be accepted or tolerated, not really tolerated, but accepted at least, or respected. So how it's difficult, right? Because you are in a country that is not open to that. So how are you going to reconcile that?
Okay, so because this goes against our government, there's very little I can do about it. So unless our government comes in and says, okay, we're now open to this, then I can advocate for the human rights. Otherwise, it could be very difficult for me.
Okay, okay, okay. So yeah, it's a very difficult and sensitive issue actually, but somehow, some way, it might be asked on you, it might be touched, because this is how about the uh, women discrimination? What is the status of women in Zambia with regards to work? Are they treated equally as compared to men, or is there some form of discrimination still?
Okay, so in most companies, like the ones I've got to know a lot, discrimination, there's little to none discrimination for the women. In most cases, women are holding very top positions. We have a female vice president. So, yeah, women are doing the most right now because the equality is there. Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you will be giving, 1 minute speech to address to the world, what would it be? I'm giving you your 1 minute.
Okay, so firstly, I'd like everyone for the opportunity. I was given to be the Zambian ambassador for the Miss Face of Humanity. I'd actually like people to join hands with me, come on board with me, and let's eradicate period poverty. Let's educate the schoolgirls and also educate the males because they actually discriminate the females because of that, because they don't have proper knowledge about it. So I'd like to ask people to come and join hands with me, and together we can actually make a difference.
If you could meet one prominent personality in the world, who would it be, and what are you going to tell that personality?
I'd like to meet Zozi. Zosbini Tunzi from South Africa, Miss Universe, because she actually won, and people are looking at her like, oh no, look at her hair, she's got short hair, she got her hair. So when she won, she actually broke a lot of barriers for everyone because people were very uncomfortable to rock on hair. And we look amazing on natural hair, and she won with it. I'd really like to meet her. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have how are you familiar? Are you aware that the Miss Face of Humanity right now is having like a weekly fan vote?
Yes, I am. I saw that, and I'm actually waiting for my own picture to be uploaded. So yeah.
Okay. So because as what I heard, no, the top three here will definitely make it in the top 15, in the Magic 15 in the final. So, what are the things that you're doing in order for you to gain so much support from your followers and supporters and fans?
So I'm going to keep doing my charity work and try and get my voice to be heard more, and that way I can actually talk to people about it and get supporters just like that. Yes, so I'm actually hoping people can come on board, vote for me, and yeah.
Okay, so wow, okay. You don't have any questions to the followers of Margaret? If you have some questions, you can drop the questions so that you could answer. Do you want to greet anybody or any friends, or any institutions or whatever in your right now? Do you want to to greet anyone?
Well, half of the people who are joining, I know them personally, so I just want to thank everyone for joining in and coming to watch me, and yeah, thank you all for the
Yeah.
support.
Thank you so much for supporting her. And Margaret here's advocacy is actually very noble. Actually, it could be cascaded all over the world because the problem of poverty is not only Zambia's problem. It is a problem in different parts of the globe. And if all the queens, all the Miss Face of Humanity sisters will work hand in hand as well, no, to really help each other's advocacy, I think it would definitely be a great, world to live in, right? So, uh,
Yeah.
uh, there are some questions that the Miss Face of Humanity wants me to ask to all the candidates. No, first, how do you think war actually is actually ensuing and uh, it's happening actually? No, war in different countries, war between countries. What can you do as a Miss Face of Humanity? You know, uh, I think her connection again is really having a problem. Stunning. Looking forward to see your further awareness here thoughts. Okay, she's disconnected again. I think she's having a problem with the connection, but probably I'll be asking her last few questions. Alright. Good evening. Roll with Ross. Hi. Unfortunately, I think she's having a problem with regards to connection because as you could see, she was outside. Uh, and I think it's morning in Zambia right now, or yeah, afternoon probably, early afternoon. Please continue supporting Margaret and for her in her journey for the Miss Space of Humanity. Every week, there is this fan vote. Please go to the Instagram account of Miss Space of Humanity so that you'll be able to see, to read the instructions on how to vote your favorite queen. Okay. So let's just wait for a few minutes, and if she won't be able to really connect again, I think at least I was able to ask important and pertinent questions about Margaret. And this is not yet the last time that we will get to see her and to know more about her. There will be another time and a second time. Since this is just done to create awareness to people all over the world that the misface of humanity is actually happening, starting to unfold. So let's just support the organization, the Miss Face of Humanity. Please follow their Instagram account. Please follow their Facebook account as well. Just type Miss Face of Humanity Global Showcase, and then you could really check the activities, and you could also check the other candidates, the other Miss Face of Humanity queens from different countries. I think she's having a problem. So I think we could end the live now, and then probably we will update you for another schedule with Miss Face of Humanity Zambia, Margaret Alexis, and thank you so much for those who are here and for those who watch. And I'll see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.